Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for the week of May the 26th. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what's coming through for you. All right, so Hermit, we are starting the week with a new moon in the sign of Gemini. New moons are all about new beginnings, and Gemini has to do with intellect, thoughts, mind, communication, technology. Seven of Cups. Okay, so these are your cards for this week, and then you also have Judgment. Okay, so with Judgment, you have two major arcana cards, Judgment, Judgment and Hermit. So with Judgment, it feels like you are doing something that you don't usually do, something different. This is also you, for some of you, this could be travel. For some, it could be a change of homes. Maybe you are relocating, moving to a new home. And this is also you learning, learning about something. And it's opening a whole new world, like the way you are seeing and understanding things are all changing. So it may have something to do with a book you are reading, or maybe you are taking a class, or you are in a group environment and you are exchanging ideas. And it could also be your own intuition. Maybe you are making time for self-reflection, contemplation, and things like that. And that is, excuse me, that is helping you see, see something in a totally different light. So it could be some areas of your life, or it could be life in general, or it could also be, the way you see yourself. So Judgment here has to do with an open mind, learning, a revelation, and you doing something that is something out of routine. So that's amazing. And both these cards here has to do with listening, Sagis. So here, both these cards are reminding you the importance of closely listening to your life, maybe. So for some, both these cards may have some deep spiritual significance. When I said listening to your life, meaning being present with what you are coming across, be it pleasant, unpleasant experiences. And this is also helping you. And this here, it feels like you are taking a pause, stepping back to closely look at what you are coming across, experiences. It could be relationships, it could be your career, it could be your health, it could be how you want to move forward in your life, things like that. So this is like you taking a stock of your life and going over the details to make sure what you need to keep, what needs to go. And this is where you are releasing something. So again, it could be, physical space, it could be changing homes, something to do with relationships, friendships, people you hang out with, or it could be, internal, something to do with your career, or it could also be internal changes, like some transformation. You being aware of what's getting in between and doing something about it, you cleaning things up, and so you can move forward, removing the obstacles, releasing some kind of blocks. Okay, this is also you releasing karmic debts. When I said that, what I mean is it could be that you are seeing your relationship in a new way, a particular relationship, a specific relationship. It could be, close relationships, releasing karmic debts. And also thoughts, ideas, our own judgments. So what happens is when we come across a situation, depending upon our previous learnings and our tendencies, we perceive situations in a certain way, and it has to do with, again, our past experiences, what we have learned, what we have seen people do, things like that. So that forms our judgment. When we see something, we immediately form an understanding of what that is for us, right? So that is our judgments. It doesn't have to be good or bad or anything. It is what it is. But there comes a time when we, especially when we come across a lot of setbacks and things like that, that's also the time life brings us to a stage when we are required, when we are motivated to look at our own judgments, to see whether this is helping us or whether it's a hindrance. So that is what you are doing here. I am saying all these things because you have two major arcana cards. So something to do with deep spiritual, something that has spiritual meaning for you, okay, personal growth and development and things like that. So yeah, again, not good, not bad. This is just you thinking about things, thinking about your own beliefs, how you see certain things, and maybe that's the reason why you are releasing something. Again, it could be people, places, things, something that's not helping you anymore. All right, these are your cards, Sagittarius. You have Hermit, you have 5 of Swords, and then you have 7 of Cups. So with 5 of Swords, this has to do with, when I see this card, what comes to mind is arrogance. So again, that is my judgment, right? But it could also be other things. It all depends upon the situation. It could be you saying no to certain things, and you being true to yourself, and releasing, just what I said, releasing, people, some interactions that are not good for you. You are staying away from conversations that are not good for you, and it could be that you are speaking your truth. It could be that you are letting them know that this is not acceptable, or it could be that you are maintaining your distance, you are keeping your distance. So it may not gel well with your circle, but this is you again staying true to yourself, and yeah, so that's what I want to say. On the other hand, it could also be other things, Sagittarius. So it's all depends upon the situation. For some, this could be, when it comes to conversations that you are having with someone, depending upon who you are with, what this situation demands. This could be you sharing your thoughts, but it could be that the other person is not getting an opportunity to share their perspectives, where they are coming from. So that is also something that's coming through. So again, it has to do with the situation, what it demands, and who you are with. If you are trying to get something if you are trying to find resolutions, then it's important to include others as well, right? And also hear about their thoughts, where they are coming from, how they see the situation. So you can then make sure that whatever decisions you are coming up with is helpful for everybody. Yeah, 5 of Swords, and also some comparison is also what this is about. Is it? It could be you comparing yourself with others. It could be, that can lead to two things. When we do that, either we feel better than or less than, so that is something to be mindful of, because both are not true. We all are on our own unique journey. We all have our own skills, our own expertise, and we all have something different to bring to the table, so we cannot, so it's not possible. I mean, it's not fair to compare. But again, it could be other things as well. It all depends upon the situation. For instance, if you are a judge, meaning like it could be by profession, or it could be maybe you are judging an event, something like that, or it could be interviews, some discussions. Then of course you will have to pick the right people, pick the right person, right? So that could also be what this energy is about. So putting everything out there, whatever I am coming across, some messages may resonate, some may not. This is not a personal reading, this is a general reading. But if you want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description. Shoot me an email to schedule a reading, and then we will talk about what's happening in your life, right? Okay, so and then you also have Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups energy has to do with you coming across several things. It has to do with all the things you want to do, everything that you have to do, and looks like the mind is busy, and everything is up in the air. So this is also you coming across different kinds of experiences, Sagittarius. For instance, if you are traveling and if you are exploring new places, this is you in awe and wonder, so everything is new and new experiences, and some may be pleasant, some may not be pleasant, but this is again, new experiences. On the other hand, this is also when it comes to your daily everyday life, this could also be you feeling a little bit distracted because things are coming from left, right, center, and now you are like, doing a little bit there, here, little bit there. So it's like, scattered energy all over the place. And if you are thinking about buying, selling, something like that, you are also coming across a lot of offers, proposals, and this could also be opportunities. For instance, if you are looking for a job, it could be you coming across new opportunities. And yeah, invitations. There is a party going on. It could be that you are hosting the party or a friend, and invitation, expect phone calls. This has to do with important calls, important messages. So something to do with your career, your business, or it could also be personal life. Maybe, like I said, invitations. And also like social engagements. So now it's important to understand like what you want to take up, where you want to put your time, your energy, things like that. So that otherwise it will be like really exhausting, and that's what you are doing here. I think you are saying no to certain things, and it may not go well with people around, but it is what it is. You have to do what's best for you, Sagis. So some of you guys, you are also, this is intuition. Looks like you are moving in a totally different direction now. It could be your calling. It could be, something that's more meaningful for you that you are doing. And you may not know like how this is going to turn out, what this entails. So that clarity is not there, but you are still inspired, still motivated to take that next step. And here it feels like, with this card, it feels like you are taking that next step, whatever is visible to you now. And maybe the entire path is not yet visible, but this is you following your own guidance, your own inspirations, you living by your own light. Okay, one important message that I am coming across. This is reminding you to stop comparing yourself with others and live by your own light. Okay, both these cards, it's actually encouraging you to look within for answers. Instead of looking outside for answers, whatever it is you need to know, the solutions, the answers that you are seeking, it's within. Okay, and you want to honor your own dreams. Whatever it is that you want to do, it's valid, and you got this. You have the the skills, the abilities to make these come true. So pay attention to your dreams. What is it that you really want to do? Sometimes what happens is we think this is something we want to do, but maybe that is not the case. So a little bit of reflection is what's needed here in order to clearly understand what you really want to do, not the surface, not the superficial, but going beyond and diving deeper is important to understand what brings you a sense of joy and meaning, purpose, things like that. So maybe all of you, everybody who is listening to this video, maybe we all are on different path, and again, some messages may resonate, some may not, and take what resonates for you. Okay. Yeah. So this has to do with comparison, and you questioning yourself, you doubting yourself, you coming across some internal judgments, So the card is reminding you, you got this. Yes, take that next step and move forward with whatever it is that you want to do. Yes, you might come across some challenges, but that's okay. You still got this. You know how to handle it. So it's about trusting yourself and believing in your own skills and abilities and talents, and listening to your own life, listening to your own intuition, your experiences is important in this case. Something is opening up for you here, Sagis. So, when we come into this realization, this has to do with an aha moment, a revelation. When we get a taste of what is truth, is what I want to say. I'm not getting the right word. When we get a taste of something that is truthful, meaningful, something deep, then it won't be possible for us to go back to the old way of living and old way of doing things. If this is where you are coming across some deep, transformative experience, it could be a sudden realization, a knowing, and if you want to, and things may not feel the same anymore, and you will have to, and if you are trying to go back to your old life, then it won't feel the same anymore, So that's what I'm getting for some of you guys out there. Let me know in the comments if this message resonated. Okay, with both these cards, it feels like, yes, you are moving into a new cycle, but if it doesn't feel comfortable, because it's new, and nothing feels familiar, nothing feels comfortable, then our tendency will be to go back to our shell, where everything is familiar, comfortable, safe, and if that is something that you want to do, if you are trying to go back to that safe zone, then life will bring you back to this stage, is what I am getting. You won't feel good about it, So again, you might have to say no to certain things. Now, if something doesn't resonate, you will have to say no, and that's exactly what's happening here. And yes, that might feel a little bit confusing, and you won't know where to start, how to go about things, but the card is reminding you, have faith and be in that state of confusion and make time for you, and you will find the clarity. You will know what it's all about when the energy settles. So having patience is important, taking your own time is important, and sitting, being present with whatever you are coming across, the experiences you are coming across, it's important. So you can settle the mind and calm the heart, and so you can then find the the clarity. Things will be much clearer if you could pause and be present with whatever it is that you are coming across. I was not expecting that. It's a weekly reading. Okay, let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. You are coming across news, information, and new doors are opening up for you. So it's important to go into it without any preconceived notions. It's important to keep an open mind and expect only the best. But it's important not to carry the baggages of expectations. So stay open to what you are coming across, because this is, it's actually you are moving in the right direction. This could be, again, new opportunities when it comes to your business, your career, and it could be relocation for some of you, cleaning up, things like that. So, okay. So, words of abundance. All right. And that's what this is about, an abundance of opportunities, different kinds of experiences, you exploring, this is the card of an explorer, imagination, everything, whatever it is that we want to do, it actually happens in our mind first, and then it becomes our reality. So this is the power of your own visualization, your own imagination. This is you in your creative power, Sagittarius. Okay, so, and now, this is dreams coming true for some of you. So this is, yes, you, this is manifestations and imaginations, visualizations, things like that. So it's important to stay focused on what it is that you really want, like I mentioned before. So we don't want to get carried away, so it's important to balance the energies, settle the energies, so you can find the clarity on what you really want and where you want to put your energy. Okay, so the message here is, you have the ability to instantly manifest. Wow. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. All right. So, such a beautiful card. Something to do with family. It could be that you guys are doing something together as a family, and parents. Amazing. Let me read this out to you one more time. Again, it has to do with communication and words. That is what Gemini energy is all about. And with this, the card is reminding you, words are so powerful, right? And words Our thoughts, our words, our actions, our decisions, our choices, this is what becomes our reality, our life, right? So this is manifestations. And here the card is reminding you the power of your own words, your thoughts. And words can either heal or words can destroy, right? So that's what's happening here. And the message is all about using the power of your words to heal a situation, bring love and abundant energy. So you have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that's what you attract for yourself and others. Which mean no complaints, no blame, and expecting only the best. Manifestations, dreams coming true. Sag is very, powerful energy. I was not expecting that. This is just a weekly reading, so I'm not sure. And it's also a long reading. The other readings that I did is not this long. So something meaningful that you are coming across. So pay attention, listen to your own intuition as well, and be present with whatever it is that you are coming across. All right, watch your moon and the rising sign as well. And if these messages resonated, please remember to support the channel, okay? Thank you again and have a wonderful week ahead. Sending you all new moon blessings. Take care.